So Bob and Heather Henry, I know they're watching because they've been helping us,
I don't
from
think
home.
I've seen a shoe compliment yet.
Oh, Heather likes my shoes.
No, my shoes.
Oh, Mike's shoes. Anyway, they both work at Clever Method. They're actually a married couple and so helpful to the 11-day power play. They've given us so much of their time, and we want to introduce you to Bob and Heather.
The first time we ever met Mike and Amy was to talk about this event, and after that meeting, we went to Doug, one of the partners at Clever Method, and he bought in too.
Crowley Webb did the actual branding and logo design. So then we had a logo and a name and needed a website. And for that it was tough because we were trying to represent an event that hadn't happened yet, so there wasn't a lot of photography. So internally we thought and came up with this concept of doing these watercolor illustrations that kind of represented the grittiness of like the fight, both in hockey and fighting cancer, as a way to bring some visual interest to the site. And the goal was it needed to allow for registrations for players, for volunteers. So really our first primary effort was get them a web presence because they could do not much else without that. So that was where we started. And then we continue to support the digital efforts, posting news content, helping with programs and other visual pieces, and just trying to be there more behind the scenes, but just to support the effort as much as we can.
And a key too is making it, making them into a legitimate brand. With any new project, when you're not just trying to put on this ambitious event, you also have to build a brand presence that people buy into. And I think that we're collaborating with Crowley Webb. They did a fantastic job with the branding, and that enabled us to kind of bring the website to life. And overall, it really created this presence for the brand that has now been established and iterated on through the different types of events as it's moved from just a world's longest hockey game into something that's more involving of the whole community at large.
The community continues to be invested in it every year. Their passion doesn't wane, it just gets stronger, it seems like, every year, and so does the community's, and that's been just really rewarding to see.
It inspires us to continue to try and create great content and get new ways to have people engaged in the event, to have those kind of experiences that can start to become shared over a period of time between many groups of people. It not only helps the event grow, but it strengthens its meaning and expands its mission to more and more people. We've had struggles with cancer in our families, and personally I lost 2 grandparents and a close friend.
My grandfather was a cancer researcher at Roswell Park. He was a chemist, he was a goofball, but he was really passionate about cancer research. He's passed away 5 or 6 years ago now, but just another personal connection I have to Roswell, and kind of feel like being able to support 11-Day in the way that I am sort of carries on the legacy my grandfather had. The very first year that 11-Day was running, I actually had to go get tested for cancer and got the results that I didn't have it the first day of the event. So it was just, I was the same age as Amy, was when she was diagnosed, it was breast cancer. It was just, we both had 2 little kids at the same time. So I think for me, I was, both overwhelmed, but then also very thankful, and just made me appreciate everything Amy went through even more, just kind of having to go through a similar experience myself at, sort of a weird serendipitous time.
Being able to work on this project with my wife, with an organization that we care about, for a cause we care about, it's been incredibly rewarding, and I think one of the most so in my career professionally.
I just appreciate having a way to give back. I never knew necessarily where my career would take me, and it's been really rewarding to be involved in something that has such a huge impact.
I look forward to seeing what we can do to help them take it further and have even more success this year.
We forgot you were a model.
Yeah, I forgot.
He did modeling for the 11-Day Power Play as well.
Yeah, I was a jersey model.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a thing that I normally do.
That's how much you support this cause.
Yeah, I'll do interviews, model, build websites, whatever it takes to help.